Hi, Judy.
Hi. Hi, Judy.
Hey, did you see the splashdown of the thing from the space station and how all the dolphins were like swimming around and jumping around
I
when it
missed
landed?
it.
It was cool.
Really?
It was, let me see.
Hi,
Hey,
Carmen. Hi, Paula.
hey, Essie.
Paula, I'm getting down with my bad self. Hi, Essie. So what happened? So it came down and dolphins were jumping all around it?
Yeah, the dolphins were like trying to play with the space capsule. It was pretty cute.
Uh-huh.
I was like, wow.
So it's been another not so great week
Yeah, my gosh.
for, for fellow Eagles around the United States.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we need to, thinking we really need to, hey, Debbie Myers,
Yes, Debbie. Hi.
we need to get we need a redo.
I know it's a tough year for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely
So,
a tough year. Hi, Dale.
hey, Dale.
But yeah, it was sad to see that Jackie and Shadow lost a baby.
Oh my gosh, that was heartbreaking. I mean, I'm so glad that they have the other one. Yes, Essie and
Oh my
Murphy.
God, Essie, I'm so sad over Murphy. So what did you hear, Barb, about Murphy had like head trauma from a storm? Is it a recent storm? But no, because he was
Yeah,
in captivity, right?
they're in Missouri apparently, and like they didn't
Hi,
have
Barbara.
like a thing where it said you have to evacuate or anything because normally they have a place for their animals to be like contained. And they
Mhm.
think that maybe Murphy tried flying or jumped down and hit his head is what I read. So I was just like the only thing that I could garner any like good
Hi, Susan.
vibes about the whole thing is just the fact that thank God he got to, like raise that one eaglet,
Yes,
you know.
for sure.
So
Until
yeah,
it's better than raising a rock, right? He
yeah,
definitely get to raise a baby. And
yeah.
he's the
Hi,
same age,
Barbara.
right? Murphy sat on the rock.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was what, a baby to raise a baby.
yep. He was incubating a rock. Hi, Susan. Hi, Peggy.
Yeah, hi
But yeah,
Peggy. It
it's
it's sad about Jackie and Shadow because I'm talking about all the babies seemed like they were doing well.
yeah. I mean, I don't get it. It. I just think that maybe that baby was outside from underneath one of the parents, and when that
Was
snow was falling, maybe that baby just ended up getting, they can't regulate their body temperature
Rose
that
to death.
young.
Yeah, I
So,
read a couple of ones that said that they thought that's what happened. It was on the edge of the bowl and the snow was filling
yeah.
in and actually froze to death. But
Hi, Sharon.
it was
God.
at first I was didn't know what they were going to do with the baby, but then to see them remove it and then her fly off with the baby was kind of,
Heartbreaking.
yeah, it was. Hi,
Oh,
Shell. Hi, Janet. Sharon. Everybody snuck in there.
I know. I'm looking. I'm like, wait, where are you?
I know. Hey, there's like three more people. Uh, yes, Janet, we were just talking about Murphy. It's super sad to hear that Murphy is no longer with us.
Yeah, as he said, Murphy raised two eaglets, which is really
I didn't
awesome.
know
Like
that.
that's
I think,
amazing. Like he reminds me like so much of M15. Just such a good dad.
right,
You
right.
know, so
Well, so there were some interesting developments at our nest.
oh yeah. Hi Denise, Susan. Hold on. If Susan Murphy is an eagle that he was like an ambassador. He couldn't be released, and for the longest time, he was incubating a rock. So they actually the next season they got an eaglet that they had found away from the parents. They couldn't find the parents, and Murphy raised the little eaglet. So it's pretty amazing for him.
Right.
But yes, we had absolutely crazy, insane day Sunday at the
Hi,
nest.
Vanessa.
There was an intruder there for hours upon hours upon hours. F23 finally came in and gave her quite the karate kick and booted him or her out of the nest.
The intruder was trying to make it their home, right?
Intruder was, I had never seen this. That was like, hold on, I'll share a picture. This was so crazy.
Hi,
This
Bootsy.
intruder was trying to bring nesting material into our nest. And I'm like, what the heck is happening here?
Were you sure it's F23 or was it Barb in an eagle costume? Booting
Yeah, right.
as well. Hiya!
Here's the picture of the, if you look really close, like right here, like the top of this eagle's head was very, very white, but the neck feathers
Oh, I see it.
a different hue. It was really crazy.
Do you think it's still getting like really close, like from a young, what do you call it, young adult to adult?
I don't think so because the
colorization?
tail feathers were pretty white, and I mean it was just, at first I was like, okay, well I'm taking pictures of F23, and I'm like, wait a minute, the eyes are not F23 because they're not like hooded, and I'm like, I'm looking at the beak, and I'm like, well that's not M15's beak. And then she came in and she was screaming her head off. And then a juvie flies by, and I'm like, what the hell is happening at this nest right now? It was crazy.
Right.
So, oh yeah, Shell, and the stuff at Northeast Florida nest with Bodie. There's so many people that are complaining about this youngster being there and how Gabby and Bo aren't doing anything about it, and Bo's not eating, which that is not true. Bo is eating.
Hi, Jody.
Or I'm sorry, Bodie is eating. I just don't think a lot of people are thinking, what is happening with this young eaglet where he's found this nest and he's not leaving. Did something possibly happen to his parents? And he's not totally ready to be on his own. Yes, of course, he's fledged already, but fledging and knowing everything else before they leave, that's a lot more, weeks after the fact.
Right.
So, I wish people would just lay off this intruder. If things got bad enough, I'm sure, Gabby or Bo would boot him out of the nest and made sure he didn't come back. But I think they're being quite really great eagles. It's pretty amazing to watch this.
Right. Now I saw something that I am not familiar with that nest, Barbara. She's talking about Kasachi. What is that? Kasachi National Forest Eagles. They have one baby, but there's a older one that hangs in the nest a lot, and the parents don't really do anything. Is this normal? It's not their baby. I'm telling her, are we sure it's not their baby? One of their babies, did they say?
Yes.
Bootsy wanted to know, did M15 come around when this happened with the other?
Not till later. Like I had stopped to get something to eat, and I was on my way back home, and of course I look up and there both of them are, and I'm like, you know what? I've been here for hours upon hours upon hours, and I'm exhausted.
Right.
My surgery is not tomorrow; it is next Monday instead. So, just waiting. I had to go off my anti-inflammatory, which my knee is totally telling me about it. So. It is what it is.
Oh, they made you stop taking it before you could have the surgery?
A week before, because it can act like a blood thinner. So I'm like, great. 2 days off.
You were scheduled for tomorrow, right? And then they postponed it a week?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. They should have told you this a long time ago.
Well, the place I was supposed to have it done, they're not going to make any money on my insurance. So I have to go somewhere else to get it. And I'm like, whatever.
Oh my gosh. Our lovely medical world.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, it's been a pretty eventful week at all these different. Oh, and the sauces, they have a little baby finally. Oh my God, so cute.
Is that the one that you said hadn't had a baby in a long time?
Long time. I think I read, and I could be mistaken on the number, but they had 34 eggs break before it got anywhere near hatching. And finally they've got, and this little one is just so adorable.
Thank you. I'll see you guys in the morning.
Wow, Bootsy. Wow, I hope they get your blood pressure under control there.
Sorry, I'm out at the camper. My son and them have been out here working and getting stuff done. They were leaving.
Yeah, Carmen, I agree with you that Gabby's trying to keep the peace. It's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, Lucy, you need to take care of yourself and get your blood pressure under control. That's pretty high.
Yes.
Yeah, Carol, that little Sauce's baby is so cute. Like, he's the only one, and I saw a video of him today, and his little head is just bobbing all over the place, and he's looking right at the camera, and it's so amazing just to watch, get a glimpse into, these Eagles world, all these different Eagles from everywhere. I did see a picture just before we came on from the Big Bear nest, and apparently, what the heck? I don't know.
What was that?
I don't know. Like the light bulb just blew up. Whatever.
Do. I like that. What the hell? Hi, Debbie. Hi, Cal.
Like, my whole house is dark now. Jeez. Okay. Jeez. Whatever. I totally forgot what I was saying.
You threw me off with the what the hell? I thought, what was in your house?
I thought, wait a minute, did my power just go out?
Yeah.
I'm like, my TV's still on, so apparently not.
Love the wee miracle at Sauces. Audie and Jax are so in love. Sharon Reynolds.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Now I remember. Thank you. I saw a picture of Jackie in the nest, and they say that Shadow always makes sure there's a pine cone in the nest. So there's a picture of Jackie with this pine cone in her beak. It was just so cute.
Yeah, the ghost has joined, Dale.
Yeah,
Dale says now the ghost has joined.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. I'm going to step over here and put a different light bulb in. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, you got a light bulb all ready and handy, and I couldn't even tell you where my light bulbs are at in my house.
I just put a 3-way in this light. It apparently doesn't like it.
Aha. I had to take all my light bulbs. I was like, I put in all these Alexa light bulbs everywhere, Amazon light bulbs, and next thing you know, after the hurricane, none of them wanted to work. So every time you tell one to turn off, it goes like every different color. I could never get them synced back up. I was so mad after all the money I spent on all those light bulbs.
Oh, yeah, that's special.
So it's not good to have the Amazon light bulbs in Florida or in hurricane territory.
Okay, now let's get out of there. Get out of there.
Aha, she has light again, or is she using a flashlight?
Well, now I've got Nala. She has to be in everything. Everything. This cat, she kills me.
Bootsy, I put things in safe place. So safe, I cannot remember where I put them. Bootsy, that's exactly what I do. I hide things from myself. The other day I had something. I'm like, oh, I'm going to put it right here so I don't lose it. Well, I lost it, and then today I found it, and I go, really? Why would I even put it there? That wasn't even a good idea.
Well, no, it's funny. I've got like all my hair stuff in one drawer in my bathroom, and I bought this thing on Amazon. It's like to clean the linty crap out of your hairbrush.
Right?
And
Oh,
I'm looking everywhere for it. And today I'm going through the other cabinets and I'm like, why in the hell did I put this in here? Like, I've been looking for this thing for a month. I was getting ready to order another one. So, yeah.
So, yes, the next saga the next chapter in the Squirrel Saga. We named her. Her name is Sandy Cheeks. From like SpongeBob, Sandy Cheeks. So, her name is Sandy Cheeks.
Oh, you're a squirrel.
Yeah, the squirrel was named. We finally named her Sandy Cheeks. Well, my daughter named her Sandy Cheeks, and she is digging. That. She is digging her picnic table, and I got a picture of her sitting at her picnic table. Hold on, I'm gonna email this to me. Let's see. So anyway, when we had the event this weekend, oh my gosh, that's a Sandy Cheeks. Sandy Cheeks. So I'm gonna have to save this little picture and then show you guys.
Yeah, somebody left this at the nest, and Liz gave it to me.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. So I'm going to email this picture so you guys can see it.
Oh, my God.
But so we had a very huge event. I'm so glad. We had a really nice event. No incidents again. They made it through. So I was very happy with that, too. And Sandy Cheeks did not care for everybody pulling in the park. So for 3 hours, she got stuck on a telephone pole between a sign, and she hid there the whole time from everybody because she didn't want anything to do with anybody. So I thought she was sick. I thought something was wrong with her. I thought maybe it was the squirrel food we were giving her. She wasn't used to it. But once everyone left, and also when I figured out there were some white boards that had blew because it was so windy. So when the white boards blew over, they were down there kind of flapping. And I think what happened, she was scared to come down because the white boards were there moving. So we finally figured it out. And Sandy Cheek still lives to drive us all crazy.
Oh. Odette is from Vancouver, Canada. And I've known Odette for a little while now, and she says she's been trying to watch us live, but she's always at work. But she's at work and she's watching us live, so good for you, Odette.
Nice. Hi, boss. Please let her watch. Hold on, I'm getting Sandy Cheeks picture. It's the cutest thing that she's actually using her deal. How do you do this? Okay, now I'm going to send to myself. Go for it, Barb. I'm still trying to get my.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about Whisker Wings Vicky. I have not seen her. Hey, Kevin. Still not wearing a Detroit shirt. Sorry. I just never know when it's coming on. But yeah, I have not seen her. I did see her do a post earlier this week. And she said she was going to come to the nest this week. I haven't seen her. I didn't go to the nest on Monday because I had a dentist appointment on the other side, way like 50 miles from here. So I didn't go to the nest yesterday. I did go today, and I'm thinking with all the excitement with the intruder that was there for so long, they will probably be there for the next few days. So yeah, I mean, I'm hoping Vicky's okay too.
So I'm getting Sandy Cheeks ready. All right, pictures. Sandy Cheeks. I don't know.
Why Odette, you know what? Odette, you can definitely come next year. I think next year is going to be a good year. This has been a crazy, crazy, crazy year for all the nests, to be honest. So yeah, and let me know when you're coming, Audette, because I want to make sure I get to meet you. Let's see, Jody. Yes, I am from Detroit.
All right, I'm getting ready to share my Sandy Cheeks picture. Maybe not.
Hope you have
Maybe
better
not.
luck than I do sharing your screen.
How come I can't show it? What's up with that? I don't even see an option. There's no option to show. Oh, there she is. Okay, y'all ready? Here's her Sandy Cheeks at her little picnic table. There you go.
Aww.
Look at her. Sandy Cheeks is using her new table, and you guys can't see it, but over here it has Redneck Yacht Club little sticker on it. So she has a Redneck Yacht Club picnic table with a red umbrella.
Oh my God, that is so cute.
So there is Sandy Cheeks.
Right, Kevin, go Motown. Yes, Bootsy, I moved from Detroit to Florida.
How long has it been since you moved? Long time, right, Barb?
Yeah, I've been down here like 14 years or so.
Nice.
We need a closer up picture of the little Redneck Yacht Club on the umbrella, though.
I know. I'm going to have to take a good picture of that because it does. It has the logo on the inside of her thing. So she's official. She's an official RYC Mud Park Squirrel mascot.
Kevin, do I think it's too late for a reclutch? Yes, I do. I don't think it's going to happen.
No.
I mean, they're doing a lot of nest. I mean, the last few days, no nest building, but I just don't think that. I think it's getting way too late in the season for her to. If she was going to do it, I think, she'd be spending more time at the nest. She'd be laying down in the nest bowl, and she hasn't done that at all. Odette, let me know when you're coming down. You have a place to stay. So yeah. Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much, all I can think of. What are you guys thinking about, any of the nests of what's going on?
Are they still trying to mate?
Oh, look at your dogs.
I know Annie came with me. She's at the park today.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't Sunday and they didn't today, although they were really super vocal today when they were in. I was like, wow, and I thought, oh God, they're gonna mate. And I was in the perfect spot, and then it was like, nope.
I think, Bootsy, the intentions of the intruder thought she found a nice nest. He or she, somebody.
My brother, I tell him, don't call me. I'm going to be on my podcast tonight. It's my brother. I'm like, dude.
Oh, this is Annie.
Bootsy, we don't know what the intentions of the intruder are. I don't know if they're trying to make a play to take over this nest, which is probably not going to happen. Just F&M haven't been there every day like they would be now with the, if the chicks were still here. So, I think that F-23 pretty much let that intruder know with that sidekick, you know what, you're not wanted here, so beat it.
Right. I agree with Odette. I'm glad now. I think I've had enough time to get over everything that was happening. And, at first, after we lost the babies, I was like wanting more babies, but now I'm glad they did not reclutch myself.
Yeah, I was talking to someone earlier today, and I'm going to try to reach out to this lady that she does like research and stuff. But the thing it's been rolling around in my head for like ever since this happened. And, since we now know that F-23 and M-15 are totally out of the woods with this avian flu, I wonder if because they've had the avian flu, they've fought it off. Would any new eggs or chicks they have, would any antibodies that they have, would those be transferred to the new chicks? I mean, you never know. Your dog.
This one's trying everything for me to pay. Did you see her with the paw to the face, trying to get me to pay attention to her?
No, Debbie Myers, it will not. So, yeah, that intruder was pretty crazy. Got in the nest. That intruder laid down in the nest bowl. I was like, what is happening?
Oh.
It was insane.
Have you heard any more on your petition?
No, I really need to get back on that.
It's like nobody paid attention from the county, city, government, nothing.
No, and I mean it went to FWC. It went to, I think they even sent it to I think it went to the governor's office, but
You want me to show everybody what a big baby you are right now? I'm going to show them what a big baby you are.
Oh,
He's a big baby. She's sitting there like pulling my hands to try. You see this?
help me,
For me,
Mom.
lay your head down. Go to sleepy. Put your head down. Lay your head
Like,
down.
no, Mom, I'm a superstar in your podcast.
I know. Are you a Scarlett? There's Auntie Barb. Say hi to Auntie Barb. Oh, now we're shy. Oh, we're gonna play that
Okay,
game.
hold on. Susan said if F&M were cleared of avian flu, why wouldn't their babies, if they had any more, not be sick? We don't know if we don't know if the antibodies would transfer. I would hope they would, but um, you know, one never knows this avian flu, like, and then you worry about, okay, well, does this avian flu have different strains like the human flu does? We just don't know. There's so much about this avian flu, you know. And Odette Bodie's going to be fine.
Odette, her name is Annie.
Good mom and dad.
Her name is Annie Pooh, also known as Willie Waddle.
She's so cute.
She's mad. I put her down. Uh-oh. Hold on real quick. Okay, hold on. They're locked in the property. I am going to have to get off just because they are locked on the property and can't get out. I have to go let them out.
All right.
I'm going to say goodnight, guys. Barb, you can end it when you're ready, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to check out. Good night, everybody.
Bye, Annie. Yeah, so this has been a pretty crazy year. I'm certainly hoping one we don't revisit. Essie, did you have a bruised lung? Yeah, no problem, Susan. Yeah, Scarlett, she wasn't even going to come on. She's having a really bad headache, so I'm glad she came in for a while. Um, yeah, I'm glad you're here too, Odette. Finally. Um, yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna go to the nest again tomorrow. And probably Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then I probably won't be there for a few days after surgery. I'm not sure how long it'll be till I can walk well enough to carry my camera. So, um, Jesus, you need to be more careful. No more falling down. So yeah, our Eagles have really, really taken hits. Like almost all of the nests, like we do have the two really big rays of sunshine. We've got the big bear nest and we have the sauces nest. So, you know, I just, trying to keep good thoughts where those nests are going to do well. And it looks like, Bodie's doing quite well. Um, I think with Bodie that, I mean, I'm not wild about, and him and the older eaglet fighting. However, this is going to give Bodie some really, really great life lessons. Excuse me, the same way that, F-23 after Harriet left had came in and took, food away from E-22 and E-21. Maybe it was like, okay, well, this is going to be good life lessons for these guys. So you never know. And I think Bodie is probably due to fledge any day now. So I'm hoping, I really do think that Gabby and Bo are trying to do everything they can. Good night, Sharon. I think they're just trying to help the eaglet out. And I'm really glad that, I'm glad that that's happening. So, and yeah, they do teach really well. I just wonder what happened where this young eaglet ended up there, and what happened, to either its mom, dad, its nest, who knows? We just don't know. Um, oh, that's cool, Odette. We have a dump down here, and I think it's Port Charlotte or Punta Gorda, and there's tons of eagles over there. I have never been over there, but yeah, they said there's a lot. So, but yeah, yeah, Carmen, I'm the same way. I think that Juvie is fine as long as Bodie doesn't get hurt. So, um, unless you guys have anything else, I think I'm gonna cut this short so I can eat my dinner. And oh, thanks, Odette. Yeah, that was quite the thing with that picture. So I was happy about that. Um, so yeah, we'll meet back here Tuesday. I should be fine enough to do podcast next Tuesday with you guys. So um, yeah, let's all just, say some prayers for all of the nests, Big Bear, the sauces, our nest, Northeast, just all of them out there, Duke. So, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So, yeah, Carmen, I'm not calling my brother back. He calls me 15 times a day. So, see you in the morning, Debbie. Huge eagle hugs and loves to all of you guys. I love you all. I hope you guys have a really, really great night tonight and a great rest of the week. We will see you back here at 8 o'clock next Tuesday night. Thanks again, you guys. Really appreciate you all and all your support. Love y'all. Bye-bye.